Hey lovelies, welcome to my channel. If you are new here, I hope you enjoyed this video. Check out some of my other videos and definitely subscribe to my channel. So today's video, I am going over some more Igel Beauty acrylics. And so you know that they're dip and dap, so it can be used as acrylic or dipping powder. And some of the acrylics, I did get the matching gel polish. So we're just gonna do swatches of the acrylic. I've done the dip and the gel polish off camera. So the first swatch is going to be Winter White, and that is DD164. And I'm just going to swatch this. All of my acrylic swatches are using Young Nails monomer. All of my dip powder swatches were used with Modelones dip liquids or lefu. It's actually by lefu, but it's the same company as Modelones. So those are the liquids that I used for my swatches today. So for my for my dip powder swatches, the first three, you're gonna see like a purple tint. It's because my brush from my dip liquid still had purple on it from the last dip powder set that I did, but I didn't really notice that until I started recording, and I didn't want to stop, so I just kept recording. So yeah, that first color was a milky white, and that color was Winter White. This color is Snow Day, DD163, and it is a glitter acrylic, but the glitter's a little subtle. So it just gives you a little sparkle, a little bit of iridescent. Both of the first two were easy to work with. I did get some glitter stuck in my brush, but that's what's to be expected when you're working with glitter. Acrylic, it's impossible to not get glitter in your brush. But as far as the acrylics go, for the most part, none of them really got stuck to my brush. And the same with my first video that I recorded. I will link that first video in the cards above if you're still trying to decide what colors you want. This color is 24 karat DD163. So it's a clear acrylic powder with gold flakes. And essentially with this one, you can make it as thick as you want. So if you want the gold flakes to be sparse, you can do that. Or if you want the whole nail to be full of gold flakes, then you could do that as well. This is one of the colors that you would, this is something you would encapsulate in clear. You wouldn't build the entire nail with this acrylic. So the thing I liked is I really like the color of the gold. It's like a pretty antique gold. So that's the acrylic swatch right there. And then the dip powder is the first one with less flakes. So again, you can use as much or as less as you want. So that was 24 karat, and this one is glistening in DD90. So it is a shimmer acrylic, and I thought this color was so ugly. It's like a camel brown. I thought it was ugly. I saw someone else swatch it, and it looked really pretty when they swatched it. I don't like it. But anyways, I can probably use it in a marble design or something for the fall. But you can see that the acrylic is just slightly darker than the dip liquids, and there was slight shadowing to that acrylic, which could be my fault. Usually you get shadowing when your liquid to powder ratio isn't consistent between beads, so that could be my fault. This color is Illuminator, and it is a glitter, and it has a slight hollow to it. The glitter is hollow, so it's not like, it's fine glitter, so it's not like overpowering, it's subtle. Easy to apply, no marbling. Not too much to say about that. This is the last color that I did not get a gel polish for. I just felt those other colors, there was really no need to get another white gel polish or a gold gel polish. I'm probably not going to paint my toes gold if I have an accent nail with that 24 karat. But anyways, I'm rambling. Let's talk about the acrylics. So this one again was called Illuminator, and I did the dip as well with this one. And I am waiting for the picture to come up because I didn't write anything in my notes about the dip powder. So I'm waiting for that to come up on screen in just a few seconds. It will. So yeah, it's pretty, the acrylic's slightly darker, slightly, but that's just based on application. You can do more layers of dip. I just did 2 layers each of dip, and they were thin layers. So just based on how many layers you want to do on the dip to get more of that pigmentation. So this color is Stonewash. It is a really, really pretty, like, subtle gray. I did see this swatched on someone's channel and added it to my list to buy. This is one of their creamier polishes. It applied really, really well. I did work a little bit wetter on this as I'm still working on my liquid to powder ratio, but it applied pretty good for this purpose of the swatching. And the shadowing, I'm thinking the shadowing is because of how I applied it. And if you think about it, the top layer, which you see now, there's no shadowing. That's just underneath the nail. So when I flip over the swatch, that would still be the bottom of the person's nail. So that wouldn't have shown. So one thing that I do want to mention is I shook all of these pretty well before I used them. So on screen, we have the gel polish first, the dip powders in the middle, and the acrylics on the far right, on my far right side. Pretty consistent with the color match. It's a light gray, so you really can't mess that up. The disco ball is the next color, and it's a glitter, so essentially there shouldn't be too much of a difference in between the swatches. The dip powder is might be a little bit lighter depending on how many layers you use, but for the most part it's a majority glitter powder. So I still wanted to swatch everything just to show the differences in everything, because some people might just exclusively use these as a dip and some people might use them as a powder, or some people might use them interchangeable. Me, it just depends on what video I'm gonna do. If I feel like doing dip, or if I feel like smelling monomer, or even if I want to use my odorless monomer that I use all the time. So this is Disco Ball. That is the gel polish is the first one. The dip powder is in the middle, and the acrylic is the last one. So it's just based on application how much pigmentation you get on those, but it's pretty consistent throughout them all. The next color I am doing is Seafoam, and that's DD130. With this one, I think that the color match was pretty consistent. I want to say, if you get any of the jars that are flat, be really careful. Probably keep the shipping, what's that thing? The thing you pull off for shipping, whatever. Probably keep that in the jar, because every single one of the jars with flat labels, every time I shook them, I got acrylic all over the place. So there's something about those jars with the flat tops that I don't know what's going on. And the first one I thought maybe it was cracked, but then it did it on a few other ones. And so I knew that it wasn't just me. But you have to shake these powders. I did watch a few videos because I wanted to figure out what colors I wanted, because the sale was so good and I wanted to kind of like get my acrylic collection up. So some of the colors that marbled for other people did not marble for me. We might not have been using the same monomer, and we might not have shaken them. So there's different variables that go into it. So for me, like I said, I used the Young Nails monomer, and that I did shake them. So I didn't have a lot of marbling. And the Seafoam did have a pretty consistent color match, in my opinion. The next one is Miss Kelly, and again, this one had a consistent color match. And when I'm showing the swatches, the gel polish is always going to be first, the dip powder is always going to be in the middle, and the dip powder is always going to be in the middle, and the acrylic's always going to be the last one. So this one applied well as well, and I did not have any issues with marbling or anything like that with this one either. So like I said, just try and make sure that you shake or mix or whatever the acrylic before you use it. I think shaking it's better than stirring it, but what do I know? I'm just saying my opinion. So if you don't agree with me, if it doesn't work for you, I don't own the company. I'm just giving you guys my opinions and hopefully helping you make decisions on what colors you want to buy, because as of today, I think the sale is still going on for a few more days. So today's June 2nd, so the sale still might be up. So hopefully this video can be used to help you make a decision on the colors. So this color I'm doing is called Night Sky, and it is a glitter powder. And you guys, I don't like blue, but like they do their blues right. This is the second one, and then the next blue. I really, really love these blues. The first blue is in my first video, which has already been linked in the cards above, and I think that was electric blue. That blue was so pretty, and I think this one is really pretty as well. I do like navy for the winter time, but this is like this isn't a navy, but it's not like a royal blue, but it's really, really pretty. And so again, the dip gel polish is first, and you can see the acrylic's just a little bit darker, but it's not really a big deal. So this color is called Arabian Nights. Wait, nope, this is, I got ahead of myself in my notes. This color is called Neapolitan Sky, and that's DD243. And this is a navy, more of a navy, and it is a, I didn't write down if it was a glitter, but it does have a lot of sparkle to it. Again, no marbling with this. It applied pretty fine, didn't get stuck to my brush. The only thing with this one is the gel polish was more of a royal blue instead of a navy, but it's not really a big deal that the color match isn't perfect. So the next, I'm going to show you too, because it might appear similar to Night Sky, but Night Sky is a lot lighter than this, and I'm just going to show you those two together. So Night Sky is on the left, and Neapolitan Sky is on the right. So this color is Purple Rain. It's more like a neon purple. This one did slightly marble, but it wasn't anything that you had to play with a whole lot. So for me, this one did slightly marble, but I was able to really quickly fix it before the acrylic started to set. Not really a big deal for me, especially for the price of these powders. As far as using it as a dip, it was fine as well. The colors are consistent with the gel polish as well. So I tried to get some more color, and I tried to get things I don't normally get. And in this haul, I kind of did that with the blues, but I'm partial to like purples and pinks and teals. Those are usually my favorite colors to get. All shades of pink, all shades of purple, and then from aqua to turquoise to teal, like all those different shades. So I tried to get different colors, but at the end of the day, I'm going to be the one using these. So I did want to also get colors that I like. And I do like gray a lot too, but I didn't want to buy too many grays because I have so many grays from Modelones gel polish. It's like every collection they have, there's like a gray in there. So I didn't want to buy too many grays because I have so much gray gel polish. But this color is Arabian Nights, and that's DD80. This one again had a slight marble, but it wasn't anything you had to work with too bad. It's something that was easy to fix. So Arabian Nights, it did have the slight marble, and then the acrylic just seemed a little bit darker than the dip powder and the gel polish. The next one is Kimono Violet, another purple. And This one also did a marble. So all three of the purples gave me a slight marble, but nothing too major, nothing too noticeable. You just kind of move the powder around a little bit, and then the color kind of evens out. But yeah, on this one, the gel polish was slightly lighter than the acrylic and the dip, or the acrylic and the dip was slightly darker. It's not really something that would be noticeable, like if you did a full set in the acrylic and then did your nails. This was another flat lid, so that's why there's acrylic all over the place. Be careful with those flat lids. Again, what was I saying? The gel polish was slightly lighter, but if you have the gel polish on your toes and the acrylic on your nails, no one's really going to be like, hey sis, that's like a shade lighter. No one's going to notice, and if they notice, then they need to get some business about themselves. This color is Pinky Promise, and it has a shimmer, DD174, and the color match on this one was also pretty consistent. This is a really pretty color, and I think this might be one of the ones that people were saying marbled. So if you're still trying to decide what colors you want to use, definitely check out multiple videos, because not everyone's using the same acrylic. Not everyone's using the same monomer, and not everyone is shaking or stirring their acrylics. So watch a couple videos, because I think especially for us that are just starting out, this is a really good deal to kind of build up your colored acrylic collections. And then you could see here the color match is pretty consistent. So this color is another pink, and this is called Envy Me, and that is DD199. And this marbled a lot. See, even the camera picks it up. I don't think the camera picked up the purples that marbled, but this one marbled a lot. I did shake it and all that stuff I keep saying in the video. It just didn't work as good, but the color kind of separates a lot. And you'll see when I flip this swatch over, I probably would just end up using this as a dip, which is fine. So I'll probably just end up using that one exclusively as a dip. However, there might be another video where it didn't marble for someone else. Just for me, it did marble. And you can see there, the color is just not consistent. The next one I'm doing is a glitter. And again, you're going to get that color consistency, because the main thing of the dip, the acrylic, and the gel polish is the glitter. So they put the glitter in the acrylic. It's probably the same glitter they put in the gel polish and the lacquers. So you do get that consistent color. As far as dip, if you want it to be more opaque, then based on the liquid you're using, then you could do 2 layers or 3 layers. For this video, again, I only did 2 layers. And for all the gel polishes, I did do 2 coats of the gel polish and two dips of the dip powder. So this next color is called Fired Up Red, and it's more like a red orange or orange red, whatever that color is, like almost a coral, but I wouldn't say this is red. So it's showing up very orangey on the screen, and the color I have on my nails is like a coral, but more on the orange side of dip powder. So I wouldn't say this is red. The gel polish is more on the red side than orange than the acrylic and dip powder. It did apply good though. It did apply good. It didn't marble. It is a really pretty color, but I just don't think it's red. The next color is Thrill Seeker, and it is a neon orange, and the application on this one was good. It didn't stick to my brush, and I say that because a lot of neons stick to your brush, or a lot of neon separate and marble, whatever, but this one didn't marble for me, didn't stick to my brush. Really liked how that applied. And then also I like the color consistency. However, I don't need any more orange neons, or probably corals for that matter. But yep, I like this one a lot, like this color. And I am going to show you the swatches of everything. So the color is pretty consistent. And the next color we are doing creamsicle, which is like a peachy color with some shimmer. This color is so pretty. Look at that. That is so pretty. This color, creamsicle, oh, it's a glitter. No marbling, easy to apply. The didn't really get too sticky to my brush. And I liked the color consistency on this one as well. The last color that I am going to swatch for you guys, so you can see that. So the last color I'm going to swatch for you guys is not Thrill Seeker, is Peach Blossom. That is DD21. And you could search on their website by the name or the number, and it'll pull up the acrylic as well as the matching gel polish. So it's pretty easy, user-friendly site. So if you want to see the additional colors I did in the first video, that was linked in the cards for you above. I am doing a grab bag giveaway because I did get some duplicates of some things. So these might be in my grab bag giveaway. So go to my Instagram and check that out. Look for the post that says grab bag giveaway, and my Instagram name is in the links below. So now I gotta figure out how, I already know how I'm going to sort my swatch sticks because I organized them and I have a video. It's an older video, but I'm still using the organization system. Have a lot more swatches than I did then, but I'll link that in the cards for you guys as well. Anyways, just want to say thank you guys so much for watching my video. Definitely subscribe to my channel. If you like this video, like it. If you have something to say, leave a comment down below. I really like interacting with you guys. And definitely go to my Instagram, follow me there, because I'm going to start doing grab bag giveaways every 100 followers I get. So definitely check out my Instagram and check out that grab bag giveaway post, because I think it's a good way just to get random nail art, gel polishes, things like that. Maybe you'll get a color you wouldn't normally buy, but definitely check that out. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. I will see you guys again soon.